That's a really good question. Can your software do that? Well, let's tackle that in a minute. Well, it's fourth quarter. It's crunch time. For a lot of us, the fiscal year is also the calendar year. I used to work at a place where we were required to come up with some sort of cost-saving measures coming into the fourth quarter, try to identify and implement a plan going into the new fiscal year. And that's kind of what we're going to chat about today. Can your software save you money? And I think Radan definitely can. Let's take a closer look. So if we take a look at our YouTube channel, we posted a video about a year ago about how you could save $8,000 just by using Radan. And some of us may have thought that was a bit fictitious. To be honest, that video was probably poorly made, right? The thumbnail kind of sucked. It didn't get a lot of traction or a lot of views, but it was a young channel. It's only our second video that we ever did. But we're going to take another closer look at that video today. All right, I'm going to turn the sound down. I'm going to make this really the full screen here. We made a video where we nested a whole collection of parts. We let our traditional nester have a go at it. And this is the result that it came up with. Let me slide this up here just a little bit. We get to the results. Here we go. So in 95 seconds, it nested 13,312 parts. And I'm going to pause it here. Whoop, back up just a little bit. It did it in 24 nests and 56 sheets. And again, 95 seconds. So as the video continues, all that we do is we changed the method basically of how we were going to present the work. So Radan has two algorithms. One is our traditional algorithm, which comes in the software generally, and it's fantastic. It's going to give you a much better advantage compared to some of our competitors as far as sheet utilization and usage. However, one of the things that it can't do is once it predicts a nest and it saves it, it stores it. It can't bring it back out and nest more parts to it unless you do the second option, which is optimize batches of nests. And that does exactly that. It looks at the entire run. It starts doing this nesting. It predicts, it pushes away some sheets that it thinks are good utilization, and then it stores it. However, when it gets through the list, it brings those nests back into play and be able to nest some additional parts to it if they fit, which then boosts sheet utilization even more. And so that's what happened here in the result of this next test. We simply just clicked on optimize batches of nests. We let the nester run again with the same part load. And the results here, we zoom to the end. It didn't take as long. It only took 70 seconds and we saved 11 sheets. So it made less nests. So it went from 24 to 21 actual programs and it only used 45 sheets. And that's kind of how we left it with our video. But today, we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive and consider the cost of material, right? Manpower and material are probably the most expensive things that your business is going to have. And if we can help you save money on the material, maybe then you can afford more manpower. So let's go. We got to run to the store, so to speak, and get some quotes on some material. Let's go. Okay, so you caught me. Just joking. I didn't run all over town trying to check prices at multiple steel distributors. I was smart. I stayed at my desk, got online, did some calls, did some checking, and got some quotes. Now bear in mind, the prices that I got are for our retail prices because I don't have an account. I didn't tell them who I was. I was just doing some spot checking on 3 different material types and thicknesses. So the first one, if that nest was made with 16 gauge 5x10s, one of those cost $422. So that would have saved you $4,642 on that one run. And that's going to be the cheapest material that we tested. The next one was 1/8" aluminum, again, 5x10s. That would have saved you $85.47 because $777 per sheet. Now the last one, if you guys are cutting stainless, whoa, you definitely don't want to make a mistake cutting this stuff up. 3/16 stainless, 5x10, 304 grade, $1,583 a sheet. 11 sheets, $17,413. Now, there again, retail prices, keep that in mind. If you're a buyer, you already know all this. The material is expensive. If you are a machine operator, or if you were just work at the shop and you had no idea that perhaps if you got some extra waste or if you cut a part that's bad, material is expensive. Well, there you have it. That's going to wrap up this fun video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this explained a little bit better about how we can actually save you guys some money. So if you guys use a different software, or even if you actually use Radan, but you're not taking advantage of that Radan Ultimate Nester, perhaps it's worth a call. As we come into Q4 here at the end of the year, maybe this is going to be your cost-saving ticket. Now, if you're running large volume of parts, this is definitely worth a look. This has been Mike with the Radan guys. We'll see you guys next time.